Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? Lesson number 2. Remember who I am? Mrs. Hicks, and I'm your music teacher. And I teach you boys and girls how to play the recorder. I know I miss all of you guys so much, and I'm probably going to say that every time I do a lesson, but it's so true, I do. I just want to make sure that you boys and girls can continue to have music fun with your recorder. And again, I'm going to teach you so many other songs, new songs, and some of our favorite songs. So today's lesson is Ode to Joy. Now, a lot of you boys and girls have played that with me in class, but some of you may not have. So I'm going to talk about Ode to Joy because it's just such an exciting song. I'm going to play it for you first. Here's how it sounds. Okay, you had to see me sort of catch it. Because we need to hold this with both hands, especially when we get to the D. But you know the drill. Let's do our fingerings. This has 5 notes, the B, A, G, C, and the D. Here they are. Beautiful B, an amazing A, and your gorgeous G, and your cute C, and your dazzling D, taking off that thumb. All right, go from between a B and the C, teeter-totter your fingers. Okay, teeter-totter, teeter-totter. A to the D, A. Take off your pinchy fingers for the D. So that tall man finger is on the second hole. And a B to the D. B, up to your D. B, up to the D. Okay, now let's talk about Ode to Joy. I'll bet a lot of you have heard that song before. And can you tell me, again, please, who is the wonderful I just said his name almost. Who's the wonderful composer who made up the song? Anybody know? I know a lot of you do. Starts with a B. Okay, Ludwig van Beethoven. So let's talk about Beethoven. He was born in Bonn, Germany in about 1770. That was a long time ago. And he was born into a musical family. And when he was a little boy, he played the piano a lot. And here is a picture of Beethoven, okay, in 1827. And that's about the time when he passed away, 1827. So that's what he looked like. He was an amazing musical genius where he composed a lot of beautiful songs, from symphonies and sonatas, piano concertos, and so on and so on. What is amazing and kind of sad about Beethoven is that during his adult life, he became increasingly deaf. And so towards the later years of his life, he couldn't hear anything. And Beethoven wrote 9 symphonies, and these are really big pieces of music. And his 9th symphony, and that is what the Ode to Joy comes from, is the 9th symphony. And he couldn't hear anything, but he could think the notes. When he was making it up, he could think the notes. He would sit at a piano and pound on it, feel the vibrations, and write down the notes on a piece of paper. And it's just incredible what we are capable of doing with our wonderful brain. So anyway, what I'm holding in my hand is the complete score of the 9th symphony. So here's what it looks like. It's like a little book. And it shows every single note that exists in this piece. So I'm going to put it on the page that actually has this theme. This is actually a really long piece of music. You should look it up on YouTube. Just look up Beethoven Ode to Joy, 9th Symphony, okay? And towards the latter part, I think it's in the 4th movement where it comes into play, this theme. Let's see, I hope you boys and girls can see this. all these lines, the staffs, each of those represents an instrument. The higher sounding instruments are the top. So as you know, I'm a flute player, and FL, that stands for the flute. That's what I would play. Next line, that's what the oboe plays, and then the clarinet. Then we get to the bassoon, we get to the French horns, the trumpets, the percussion line is written over here. And down here, the last four staffs, those represent the strings, like the violins and the violas and the cellos. So this is what everybody plays all at once. So it's really exciting to see actually the theme of the bum ba dum da dum bum 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 written right here. Okay, now I'm going to put this away and let's look at the song. All right, let's see here. Before we started out, what I have written here in red on the third line, it's kind of a little tougher part here. So let's practice this part in our fingers, the A, B, C, B, G. So that's where we get the teeter-totter action. So watch. A, B, C, B, G. I'm just doing the notes here in red. Let's do these together for a little bit, okay? We'll repeat it a bunch of times. So I'm doing these notes, A, B, C, B, G. A, B, C, B, G. Do it again. A, B, C, B, G. Again. A, B, C, B, G. Again. A, B, C, B, G. Okay, and then it basically does it over here. A to the D. Remember, A to the D. Take off those pinchy fingers. A to the D. And what else? Oh, I'm sure we have some other teeter-totter action, but let's play the song together. All right, here we go. All right, has 4 lines. We're going to do it a couple of times. I'll point the first time, and then the second time I won't. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, B, A, A. B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, A, G, G. Third line. A, B, G, A, B, C, B, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, A, D. Bottom line. B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, A, G, G. Okay. Sounded really good. Now, let's do it again, and this time I'll play along with you. All right, starting from the beginning. And remember, when you play your notes, you look at the note, your eye moves to the next one. Look, play it, eye moves to the next. Play it, eyes move to the next. You have to keep focused. You can't go looking around, then you're going to get lost. So really focus on the notes, just like you're reading on a page. All right, here, guys. 1, 2, ready, begin. Awesome. Okay, now I have another version of Ode to Joy that none of you have seen yet, and this is really exciting. I just got this recently. So this is another one of my sheet music songs, okay, that's going to have the music in the background, Ode to Joy. So let's take a look at the structure. And what I'm going to do is I will make sure that I send a copy of this to your teachers, and they'll put it out there on the Google Classroom so that you boys and girls can print it out and play it at home, and then play along with me on this lesson. This is lesson number 2. So let's take a look at the structure of this one. It starts out with 2 measures of rest, followed by 6 measures of rest. Then at measure 9, that is basically Ode to Joy, is exactly the same notes that I have written down on my whiteboard. Here's the first standing and second ending. At the end of the first standing is a repeat. You repeat back 2, measure 3. See the 2 little dots, the repeat sign right there. And then you play all this a second time. And then after that B, you skip the first standing because you only do that once. Play the second ending, and then you play it to the end. So again, this is what we're going to be playing, but follow my stick along because it's the same exact song. The only thing that's different is down here, just follow me along pointing wise, okay? So over here at the very end, you have a choice of playing either D, B, or G. Do whatever you want. All right, let's play this one. This is going to be fun. Okay, so this is Ode to Joy. First time on my iPad. Okay, and ode, ode, ode. Alrighty, here we go. You're gonna like this one. Just follow my stick. Okay. On the one that has the recorder sound on it. That one did not have it. So let me pull it up again. Get rid of that. Hang on a second. My bad. Okay, let's try this again. And I'll do the right one. Okay. Okay. All right. Love this song. Okay, so I want you boys and girls to have fun with Ode to Joy. Now, when you're looking on YouTube, feel free to make comments on my lessons, and if you have suggestions, if there's certain songs you want us to do, just put it on my comments, and I'll see that and make up a lesson for it. So, boys and girls, life is good. And you know what? I will wear my bunny slippers next time, and let's have some fun. All right? See you later, and I'll see you next time. Bye.